All right, guys, welcome. Today, I am joined by a personal friend, Matt Camp. Matt is with Deal Machine. I love using Deal Machine. It's my favorite driving for dollars app. And today we are going to be demoing some new upcoming features and tech that the Deal Machine team is getting ready to roll out in the next couple of weeks. So I'm really excited. Matt, welcome. And how the hell are you, man? How's it going?
Doing great, Dave. Yeah. Been an awesome last couple months with the holidays and all that stuff. And then 2022 is starting strong and excited about to show off all this stuff. It's coming out of the lab right now for us. All this stuff is a sneak peek video. There's only very, very limited number of people actually messing with this and using it and having it live. So a lot of this stuff will be brand new to everybody. Really excited to unveil all this. And you're always one of my favorite guys to come on and do this with. So thanks for having me on, Dave.
You're so kind. You're making me feel special over here, man.
Oh, it's true.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. Well, too. I like the software. The app is great. It's helped us do tons of deals. We've done some six-figure deals using the Deal Machine app, driving for dollars. I probably purchased, I don't know, I'm guessing here, but 15 or 20 rental properties from my driving for dollars efforts over the last couple of years. Actually probably way closer to 40, a ton, right? A ton of deals, tons of wholesales, tons of fix and flips, tons of rentals. Love the app, love the layout, love the user interface, all the above. We love sending direct mail with it too, because it's so easy. It's just so easy. I mean, it's like literally the easiest software I think I have access to. So either way, Matt, welcome. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for the kind words. And thank you for giving us a demo today. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, you too, man. I mean, again, thanks for having me on. You always have a great audience. Feel free to reach out to me direct if you have any kind of specific Deal Machine questions. Just matt@dealmachine.com. So feel free to use me as a resource as well over on my end. But yeah, man, I mean, I think in general, everything that we create, our mission is to make it as easy as possible for people to get into real estate and to land that first deal and then to scale that. So love to hear how much success you've had with it. Love to hear that it's so easy to use. I mean, that's everything we're doing. We're aiming for that. So I'll make sure the team knows that you gave them a little bit of a shout out there, and the product team and dev team are super excited to unveil all this stuff. So ready to rock and roll.
I love it, guys. Matt's going to give us a demo today. This is awesome. If you guys are looking to use the app, if you're not already, there's a link below this video. Click the link because it's going to give you a 7-day free trial. And then you also get 15 deal credits. Those deal credits can be used towards skip tracing, or they can be used towards direct mail. Is it a 7-day or 14-day? I think it's 7-day, right?
So it's a 7-day free trial, but with that, like the free marketing credit, deal credits, I mean, that's something you get. We just want to make it easy for you to start to build momentum and start to get out there for free. So you get over 100 free skip traces or 25 free mailers right within the Deal Machine app. So you can start to make those conversations happen.
I mean, really, there's no reason that somebody couldn't use this free trial and use those 100 skip traces. And then, and I don't want to be super optimistic here and be like, oh, you can go get a deal, because, it takes a lot of work. But with 100 free skip traces, you should be able to get a couple appointments at a minimum, right? And maybe even a deal with a free trial. It's crazy. So guys, if you're not already using it, check it out. Click the link below this video. If you don't click the link below this video, you won't get those free credits. You won't get those free skip traces. You won't get those free pieces of direct mail, or however you decide to use those credits. But either way, you get that 7-day free trial. I love it. So Matt, I'm going to hand it off to you, my friend. Again, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
And let's dive in, man. Who doesn't like new stuff, man?
I was going to say, especially sneak peek, you guys are first look, truly. So,
oh man, we appreciate that. We really do.
Yeah. And then on the free trial too, I mean, it's awesome. And we've got almost 130 videos on our YouTube channel now too, of people that are talking about the deals that they've landed using Deal Machine. So that's just us, whenever we hear a success story, want to always bring them on.
That's cool.
Would love to be able to feature whoever's next, listening to this.
Absolutely. Guys, channel. If you get a deal from these efforts, hit up Matt.
Yeah.
We're here. Dealmachine.com. It's the easiest email. You come on, you guys got that. So yeah, hit them up, get sponsored on their channel. That's really, really cool. Win-win.
Yeah, and we just had a guy on, Ram, and he's based out of the Atlanta area, Atlanta market. In his first 7 days, again, not always going to happen. It's not typical, but he got out there, he got after it. He added a couple hundred leads in the first week, and actually landed a $50,000 wholesale deal in that first week.
Wow.
So
that's a monster.
Yeah, it just happened. Yeah, I mean, he's in Atlanta market. It's totally a little bit of a different scale when you're depending upon where you are, obviously, but it is possible, and it's very much something we want to give you guys the playbook too. So we're always putting out great content around that. Dave, obviously, you're coaching people around all this stuff. So trying to make it easy for you guys to get out there. And
the name of the game is marketing, guys, and that's what Matt's saying. That's the name of the game, right? It's at the end of the day, you're either calling the seller or they're calling you. And there's lots of different ways that you can market. You can drive for dollars. You can send direct mail. You can cold call, cold text, radio, billboards, bandit signs, networking, referrals. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you have to get on the phone with the seller, or you have to get your message out in front of them so they call you. But again, you're getting on the phone. That's where all marketing roads lead. They all lead to one place, and that's a phone call with the seller.
Yep.
So you can make an offer, build rapport, set up an appointment to go view whatever the next step may look like. I love it.
Yeah, 100%. And you can be, like you said, you can be successful with a variety of different marketing methods. We want to make it as easy as possible using technology for you to be successful. So that's our whole goal, is to make it, which again, love that you say, hey, Deal Machine's easy to use. We're aiming for that. We want to make it super easy for you to get on and immediately start to make things happen, start to get those.
Yeah, the learning curve is like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can only click like 6 places. So it's like, can't really screw this up. All in all, yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. Well, Matt, without further ado,
I was going to say,
jump in. Oh, here we go.
There we go. You can see my screen there.
There we go.
Awesome. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna keep me waiting another 10 or 15 minutes here or not.
Talk it up. Yeah. No, so again, like you said, I mean, the goal is to make it simple, easy, navigate where you've only got a couple options here. Here, here's the old layout. Here's still, you've got your menu, you've got all these different options here. You've got your map where you can jump in and start driving for dollars. Again, driving for dollars, the whole goal of that is to find and create this list that no one else has. You're creating an exclusive list by driving around looking for fixer-upper properties. I know 80% of newbies land their first deal by driving for dollars. So it very much so. Our whole goal is to make it so you're ready to just get on the app and start driving around, start adding properties, start making things happen. We actually have a new onboarding we'll be rolling out for driving for dollars, which actually guides you through sending your first postcard.
Oh, that's awesome.
So guides you through like, oh, hey, click here, locks on your location, start driving around here, add a lead, send a mailer, boom, you're already off to the races. So, that new onboarding will be rolling out here, in the coming weeks as well, where you're able to come on and immediately, start to make those conversations happen, start to get your phone ringing. But you can see here's kind of the old layout, with that new kind of facelift where we simplify this, make it very, even easier to be able to navigate, even easier to be able to jump in and start doing things.
This looks good.
Here, this is the leads tab. So if you click on leads right here, you're used to seeing, a little bit of a layout here. We've got kind of the side menu and, your leads loading right here and that type of thing. This new menu right here, our whole goal is to, have you start to build this lead list up. So, we've got 2 plans to be able to do that. We've got our driving for dollars, like I talked about, or we have our list builder option, which list builder is being able to pull a list. And I'm going to show you kind of list builder 2.0 here as part of the sneak peek, but you can pull a list as well. Like you were talking about
one of my
before,
favorite, I gotta interrupt you for 1 second. One of my favorite features is the list builder, but it's really like, I don't know if it's part of the list builder, if it's something separate. Mm-hmm. It's where you can automate marketing, and who doesn't like to automate stuff, right? So like I have a couple different lists for, properties that are absentee owned, basically at 3 years, right? Yep. Or if a new vacant property comes up in a certain zip code, it automatically triggers and it starts sending mail to them. I don't even have to go in there and manage it or mess with it. I just set it up and I forget about it and my phone rings. That's amazing. I love that. So
Yep, that's a
I
smart
wanted to
list.
interrupt because it was a
You nailed
good
it, man.
value
Yeah.
point to add right there. Right.
Yeah, that's right within list builder as well. That's the smart list feature within that,
Smart
where
list.
like you said, we when you pull a list within list builder, you can set parameters on what you're going to see and what leads you're pulling in. So when things are not fitting those parameters anymore or start to fit those parameters and didn't prior, it automatically adds that lead or takes it away and starts marketing to them. So
Very cool,
yes,
man. Very cool.
100% agree with that. The within this right here, you can see, like I said, you've got driving for dollars is one option, you've got list builders the other option. Regardless of how you're adding the lead, that's all accumulating right here. This is your leads view. So in the top simplified menu, we've taken all these different options, the more, the help, the all this different stuff, and simplified it down so that way you're going to add leads by either jumping in the map and adding the leads, or list builder and adding the leads.
Got it.
You've got driving, which that's how you manage your drivers. If you're going to have somebody come on your account, and be a driver for you, be a bird dog or a deal finder, you're going to have a driving tab to be able to manage them. That's all still the same there. And then this leads tab is what I'm showing you right here. You now have a couple different new things. I'd say one, when you're viewing the lead, this lead card is getting upgraded with deeper and deeper data. So you're going to see more and more stuff coming on here. You're going to see more things around MLS data. You're going to see, a variety of new improvements come on to kind of, this property owner card right here. And then the really exciting thing, I think, within this particular view is our list stacking feature now. So list stacking, you'll see this like green number right here.
Right there on the left. Yep.
Yeah. So I've got this button. It says sort by list count, by list stack count. List stacking, really the end goal of this is, I'd say it's, once you start to add leads, once you're a little bit, you've got your feet wet, you've got a consistent process down, you're getting out there, you're either saving time by pulling a list of leads and putting them here, or you're saving money by, going driving for dollars and finding the biggest bang for your buck leads, which are driving for dollars leads, the physically distressed properties. As you're building that lead list, right here, each of those lists that lead is added to or pulled in from is added, is going to be accumulated right here. So you'll see like this particular property.
Oh, you can click on it and it shows you
click on that.
The what list they're actually on. That's
exactly
great.
So it shows you all the different lists that it's on. And the idea behind list stacking is that each list that a property is on, it has a motivation for selling.
There's a presumed motivation, right?
Exactly.
So it's presumed. So if you have a vacant house, it doesn't mean that seller needs to sell that house. It doesn't mean that seller is distressed. There's probably not death, divorce, disease, anywhere tied to just a house being vacant. But if you have a house that's vacant and they're on a list, and then you have another list and it's a probate or pre-probate, that's death. Right. And then you have another list that is divorce. Right. And now all of a sudden you're stacking these presumed motivations. And the more presumed motivations you have, the higher likelihood you are going to have that person is going to need the services that us investors / wholesalers / landlords / fix and flippers are going to be able to offer. And if you're unfamiliar with what that is, guys, all we do at the end of the day is offer convenience for a discount. That's it. It's that simple. Don't overthink it. But the more lists that your lead is on, the more presumed motivation that you can assume that they are going to have. And even if they don't have motivation today, the more lists that they're on, the more likely they are to have motivation in the future and sooner. So
nailed it.
Love it.
You nailed it, man. So that's what that number is right there. It's scoring the lead to tell you they're on 4 different lists. We pulled a list through our list builder on equity percentage. So they had high equity. We did a bulk import from an outside source. So maybe you're using maybe you made your own spreadsheet. Maybe you're using any other tech tool. You can import them in here and you'll see, okay, it was a bulk import twice. So 2 different tech tools or 2 different lists that I imported. It was also a driving for dollars tag lead while I was driving around. So you'll see, oh man, like this thing has been added, 4 different ways. This thing is overlapping. This is a high quality lead. So what this number is
Great.
telling you is it's helping you understand where's that likelihood of selling, where should you be spending your time and marketing dollars. And especially if you know, like, hey, I've got, $500 a marketing budget this month, who should I be reaching out to?
Yeah,
well,
the people that are on multiple lists. That's
exactly.
Where you start. That's where you
That's how you score them. Yep.
And like, seriously, like, so you have what, 2, 4, 5, 6. It looks like I can't make, I think there's 6 that are on 4 lists.
6 right there.
So
Yeah.
guys, here's the thing. Call those people, text those people, send those people mail. But if you can't reach them, right, find out where their mailing address is. And like, you have one highlighted here, right? So you have 7827 Hedge Hop Drive. And it looks like
Indiana.
That's not a vacant or an absentee because that's the same as the mailing address. But these leads here that are list stacked and they're on a high number of lists, these are the best ones to go door knock. Because again,
100%.
you're having a presumed motivation that they are going to, need to sell this property. If not, maybe not today, but soon. Right. So Matt, this is great. This new layout is slick.
Yeah, man, we're very, very excited about it. I mean, it just helps you use the lists like this so much more strategically and help you understand where you should be spending your time. If you want to do a real pro move in terms of how to score these leads too. If you're using our list builder specifically, we actually recommend pulling a list one motivation at a time. So you can say like,
so you can stack.
Yeah. And then they automatically stack. So you can say, hey, pull me a high equity list, pull me an absentee list, pull me
versus trying to do 5 filters at once. Just use one or 2 of those filters and then do it multiple times. And then you can use this list stacking function.
And it syncs up automatically. Yeah. And that's what, I mean, the huge pain too is like there are so many investors out there. Well, they'll have like multiple spreadsheets. They'll be using this tool and that tool and this spreadsheet and that one. And, we would be one of those traditionally, like just a driving for dollars sheet. Well, now you can just import all that, put it all right here, make this a hub, and it automatically scores for you and says, hey, you've got it through, you had Carrot, you had, you went driving for dollars, you had, high equity, and you had, a spreadsheet that you would create on your own. And all 4 of these are automatically merged, automatically synced up. And it's super easy to be able to understand, okay, now we know like a pro how to score these leads and who to reach out to first. So,
man, I like it. So new layout looks slick. You guys have added the list stacking. It looks slick. This is exciting.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're excited. I mean, like you said, the whole goal is everything we're doing is saying, hey, we just want to make real estate extremely approachable for people who are new to it. Teaming up with people like yourself. I mean, you're putting out amazing, awesome knowledge, like awesome. I mean, your courses, your coaching, everything that you've got going on. We know that if they're using tools like ours and then teaming up with people like you, like they're in a good spot to succeed for this year. So definitely excited to share this out with your audience. But
hey, likewise, man. And I appreciate the kind words. Thank you.
Yeah, man. You can also adjust like this list stacking level. You'll see,
nice.
It changes kind of, visually as well. So that way, kind of, how hot that lead is essentially.
Sure.
So you kind of have these different tabs now that you can work with. So each list, you can open up a different tab and say, okay, I'm going to click open list and then put in my, driving for dollars leads from August. Click that up, and then you can start to see, kind of mess around with different leads and have different tabs here. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the core stuff when it comes to list stacking and scoring those leads.
Sure.
The other major upgrade I want to show you is our list builder 2.0.
Hell yeah.
So
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Click it right. You can click it right there. Yeah. You can access it this way or access it this way. So it's kind of, couple different spots here, but you can click on that list builder and see this start to pop up. And, we've had list builder in the past where, you can just kind of go to list. Here's our old interface, click on list, build a list, and then start to draw in an area and have it kind of, all right here. But it's very separate. It's not very integrated into the app, and it doesn't, honestly isn't just even as fun to use as this new one.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So you want to have a good time too. But
yeah, absolutely.
We want to make it very easy where when you click on this list builder, one, you've got all these quick hit lists.
I love the quick ones. I was just noticing that because like high equity, absentee, pre-foreclosure, and vacants, guys, that is the low hanging fruit. If you are not pulling lists that involve those 4 things, then you should start right away.
Yes, sir. So we make that real easy for a newbie to come in and say, okay, let's pull absentee owned. And when you click that, you can actually go through this filter. There's and or filters.
Oh, I like the and or. That's really, really cool.
So that, I mean, if you look at really deep marketing software like a HubSpot or something like that, this feature saves people a ton of time when you get used to it. So the and or, the advanced filtering like this will be a big deal as the more you get used to filtering this type of thing.
Absolutely.
But we have absentee. We said, okay, and sale dates more than 10 years ago. You can, if you want to add another option, you've got sale price, you've got, any kind of quick list here to be able to stack that on top. But the goal here is now you can see, hey, give your list a name when you've got, this many leads or you've got this filter in this particular area. You can see it's already calculating how many estimated leads you've got.
Oh, nice.
And then you can actually see these green spots that come up are the highlights, and then the dots are actually properties that I already have in here too.
Oh, wow.
So it'll come in here, and as you build your list, click build list right there, that'll automatically open up a new tab and filter out that list for you. But if you want to come in here and get even more specific and say, hey, click on absentee owned in a certain area, and then instead of building lists, draw to get even more specific, you can start to just click around here, make this area, however you'd like, and then start to see in real time, I've got 6 leads in this drawn area. Or if I drag it over here, it'll automatically update the lead count. I've got 30 over here. Oh,
that's really cool, man.
So it's extremely fast on telling you responsively before you.
I've never seen you be able to draw on the map and then move the drawing.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the fun part.
That's really cool, man. Because I've been using 2 or 3 different, softwares over the years that have the draw on the map feature. It's a great feature, especially if you're trying to target a small little neighborhood for cash buyers or whatever, right? Lots of different reasons that you'd want to do that. Or maybe even carve out a neighborhood if you're trying to do a big area, but you want to carve that out, right? But the ability to kind of move it and adjust it, that's awesome. I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
So that being able to move it around, it's kind of a little bit of a game there too, to figure out like, hey, let's move it around, let's experiment and see as this updates in real time, what areas of town fit what I'm looking for. So you can get really have a good time with this. It's awesome like that it that quickly in real time updates that for you, so that way you never have to waste a list and really figure out like, how many leads are getting pulled in, or you can really just easily and quickly do it. If you double click here as well, let me zoom out for you guys. You can adjust accordingly as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Be able to,
not only can you move it, but you can change the size of it essentially.
Yeah, you can size it around and figure out, okay, here's 32 leads, and really kind of get, have a good time trying to figure out exactly where in town is going to be the best way to pull this type of stuff. So, man, you've got all that super easy to use, be able to give you the quick hit lists, be able to draw that out real quick, be able to build that list. And then again, excuse me, as you do that, that'll automatically sync up with all of your leads here. So as you do that, when you have those numbers, this list stacking right here, you're already adding more lists. You're already adding different motivations, and it's going to automatically update every other lead and integrate into there. So if you've got, you won't have any double addresses, you won't have anything like that. It'll automatically sync together, and then it'll just say, hey, this address is on 3 lists. So instead of having 3 different leads, it'll have 1 lead, but show that it's on 3 different lists. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I like the list builder, man. The list builder looks awesome. Dave's been working hard on our end. I mean, we've got a whole tech team.
I can tell, man. You guys are working real hard on this. This is sweet. I can't wait to. So when will you guys rolling this out? I know that it's probably hard to give me like an exact date, but we're thinking probably like a couple weeks, maybe a month or 2, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. We're doing it right now. We have a handful of people who have this feature. We're reaching out to get feedback on it. We've been user testing it for, quite a while.
I believe they call that beta testing, right?
Yeah. Yep. There you go. You know a little tech.
I know a little thing or two, man. I'm dangerous. I'm very dangerous.
Yeah. Just enough. Yeah. So I mean, we're testing it out with a kind of a small group. We've been doing like focus group user testing, stuff for a while now. This new interface has been 6 months in the making, so it's definitely been planned out and been strategically being rolled out. So I think over the coming weeks, and like you said, a month or two, everybody will get it by then. But wanted to make sure that you got the sneak peek. So
hey, I'm so appreciative, man. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just noticed this at the top right up there, right below list builder. You got to drive this list. That's cool.
Yes.
So if the list is like, 22 leads like this, like that's doable. You can go drive that, especially if it's in the same area, zip code, neighborhood. If you have a list that's 12,000, you may not want to use that feature because you're going to be going crazy. It's going to take you 2 years to get to that. But when you have these niche lists, the drive this list feature is sweet, because then it just basically puts those, in an order, and it shows you where you need to go and turn and to get to the next property, and it helps guide you. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, this whole feature too, I mean, that's something exactly like you said, that's kind of highlighting what makes it very, very powerful if you add together our list builder and our driving for dollars plans, because the list builder side, you can quickly pull that list, quickly look at different parts of town, identify, hey, here's a list of properties that fit a very specific criteria, and you can pull a couple different lists to start to list stack those. And then once you have that, you can hit drive that list, and that's going to automatically on mobile import GPS and show you the fastest way possible to go to
get to all those properties without having to go across town to one and then across town to the next. It's like, hey, you follow this line, this route, and we're going to show you the quickest, easiest way to hit these the most efficiently.
Exactly. And then so that way you can combine the characteristics of using really smart data of the list builder, and then the physical character or physical distress of driving around, and those two things together are going to give you the best possible leads and the ones to reach out to first. So
man, this is slick. So you guys got a new layout, you guys got list stacking that's built in. You guys have the list building feature. You have the ability to push it to the app to drive the list. The layout's all new. It's clean. It's easy to understand, easy to use. This is great, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on this.
We're excited to share it. I mean, again, too, like this new menu, love how clean that is. And then
I do like that menu. Yep.
On the right side here too, we actually have upgraded like the tasks right here. If you click, tasks, you'll be able to jump into that.
Yeah.
You got help and support right here. So that pops up automatically. You can search the
search
app.
Is always a great feature, man. It's like, you need to find somebody's address or phone number or email, or hey, I need to follow up with Richard. I can't remember Richard's last name. I can type Richard in. It's going to show me all the Richards that I got in here. And then I can figure, it's just the ability to search it may seem stupid, but like, man,
it saves you so much time.
It saves you so much time, and it's actually used a lot. I use the hell out of the search feature on all of the different platforms.
Yep. Yeah. So
that's cool, man.
We built that in, and and always too, this like request feature right here too. I mean, that we are truly, our head of product is listening to that all the time. So if you jump in and you say, man, I love all this, by the way, you would save me even more time if you had this in here. We want to make you guys successful. Keep jumping in there, keep requesting features. It's on our old interface as well, but we just want to make that really accessible, and excited to share this one with the world, man. So
man, this is awesome. This is so awesome. Matt, thank you so much for doing this demo with me today. Guys, don't forget, you can get a 7-day free trial, but additionally, use the link below this video or use code Dave, and they'll throw in an additional $15 worth of deal credits. And that equates to, Matt, help me out, 100 skip traces?
Over 100 skip traces.
Over 100 skip traces, free, or some mail. What's the mail? Like 30,
25.
25 pieces. But that's amazing. That's free. You're getting free mail or free skip tracing. And if you want to use a little bit of the mail and a little bit of the skip tracing, you can mix and match, because they basically give you credit. They give you store credit that you would, that you could go buy and build that in your account, but you get it for free whenever you sign up. And I have people that will, sign up, and I encourage them. I'm like, hey, go use those credits. Send yourself some direct mail at a minimum. So you see what it looks like and you can see the time it takes, and maybe even set up a little drip or, skip trace your wife or your whatever, your friend, your grandparents, see how it works. And you'd be surprised at the amount of data that it's going to provide you with phone numbers, with email addresses, with mailing addresses. Man, so much value here. This has been great. Matt, thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. Yeah, always have a great time. Again, thanks for giving us a platform to share this sneak peek with your community. And again, it's going to be rolling out over the coming weeks. So get in there, start messing around with it now. And then you'll be able to, as this rolls out, you'll be able to jump right into this as well. And we want to give you all the free tools possible to be able to be set up for success. So again, feel free to reach out to me. Make sure to use Dave's promo code to get all set up with everything free in terms of the trial, the credits, all that stuff. And then would love to have you be one of the people that we're featuring on our YouTube channel next about.
If you guys have a case study or a success story, Matt wants to hear about that. In fact, I want to hear about it too, but I want to hear about it on their YouTube. So hit up Matt. He will interview you and feature you. And I know that sometimes you guys will have like push notifications that go out when you have new videos and new case studies. So, you guys can actually get some exposure too if you do a deal and have success or have a really cool case study. So all the above, man, I absolutely love it. Matt, thank you so much for your time. I'm extremely grateful for you. I'm extremely grateful for Deal Machine and this amazing software. And this has been a killer demo. Guys, don't forget,
it's been fun.
Use code Dave or use the link below this video. Get that 7-day free trial. Get those $15 worth of free deal credits and hit up Matt if you have questions or you have an awesome case study. He wants to hear from you. And one more time before we wrap up, it's Matt@dealmachine.com. You guys cannot forget it. It's so easy. Matt, thank you so much, my friend. Anything, any parting words for us today?
No, I appreciate you, man. I mean, very excited, start off, this year strong, like come in there, start killing it. We're super excited to be able to give you the tools to do that, to save you time, to save you money, to help you do it for free at first. And then, again, we're excited to hear your success stories this year as well.
Free trials are huge, man. People love free trials. I mean, it gets them going. And like you said, some people, now this is not typical. I do want to preference that. But some people, they can get multiple appointments or even a deal in those first 7 days with this free credits. They're not even spending money to get a deal. I mean, this is just unheard of. Crazy awesome. I love it. Matt, thank you. You're the man.